Hey bros, remember the PlayStation Portable, that little black rectangle that fit in your pocket and played some seriously awesome games? The PSP was a revelation, bringing console-quality gaming to the palm of your hands. It was like magic, and for a lot of us it was our first real taste of portable gaming freedom. So today we're taking a trip down memory lane to revisit this iconic handheld console and explore 5 reasons why the PSP is still awesome. Alright, let's talk graphics. Now I know what you're thinking. Pewds, it's 2004, how good could the graphics be? And yeah, compared to today's games, it's no contest. But back then, the PSP was blowing minds. This thing could pump out some seriously impressive 3D environments and character models. Games like God of War, Chains of Olympus and Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII proved that the PSP was capable of delivering console-quality experiences on the go. These weren't just watered-down ports. They were full-fledged games with stunning visuals that pushed the hardware to its limits. It was like carrying around a tiny PS2, and that was mind-blowing back in the day. Now, let's talk games, because what good is awesome hardware without an equally awesome game library? The PSP was an absolute beast in this department. It had something for everyone, from JRPGs to action-adventure games to quirky rhythm games and everything in between. Remember Lumines? That game was the perfect blend of puzzle gameplay and electronic music. Or how about Patapon? That game was just pure, unadulterated rhythm goodness. And let's not forget about Loco Roco, a game that was as adorable as it was addictive. But it wasn't just the original titles that made the PSP's library so great. We got Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, a whole new entry in the Metal Gear Solid series designed specifically for the PSP. And who could forget about Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories? These weren't just simple ports, they were expanded versions of the original games with new missions, characters, and even multiplayer modes. Seriously, the PSP had it all. Chapter 3. Multimedia Master. This thing did it all. Okay, so maybe you weren't always in the mood to slay gods or save the world. Maybe you just wanted to kick back, relax, and listen to some tunes or watch a movie. Well, guess what? The PSP had you covered there too. This thing was a full-blown multimedia powerhouse. You could load it up with your entire music library, watch movies on the go, remember UMDs? And even browse the internet. Though, let's be real, the web browsing experience wasn't exactly stellar. It was like having a portable entertainment center in your pocket. I remember loading up my PSP with episodes of Family Guy and watching them on the bus ride to school. Don't tell my teachers. The PSP was the ultimate device for killing time on long journeys or just chilling out at home. Chapter 4. Pocketability and Style. A fashion statement and a gaming powerhouse. Let's be real for a second, bros, looks matter. And let me tell you, the PSP was one sleek and sexy piece of hardware. It was like Sony took all the coolness of the PS2 and crammed it into a handheld console that could fit in your pocket. The smooth, rounded edges, the iconic PlayStation button layout, the gorgeous widescreen display, the PSP was a head-turner. I remember pulling it out in public and feeling like I was holding a piece of the future. And speaking of cool, remember all the different colors and special editions? We had the classic black, the sleek white, the vibrant silver, and a whole rainbow of limited edition consoles that made collectors drool. Even if you just had the standard black PSP, you were still rocking a piece of gaming history. Chapter 5. The Unstoppable Homebrew Scene. Keeping the Dream Alive. The PSP might not be officially supported anymore, but that doesn't mean it's dead. Oh no, bros, the PSP lives on through the power of Homebrew. For those who don't know, the homebrew scene is all about pushing the limits of what a console can do, creating custom firmware, emulators, and even brand new games. The PSP homebrew scene is legendary. It allowed you to do everything from playing classic games from other consoles to installing custom themes and even overclocking the PSP to squeeze out every last drop of performance. I remember spending hours upon hours browsing PSP homebrew forums, downloading all sorts of crazy stuff. It was like opening up a whole new world of possibilities for this little handheld console. And the best part? The community is still going strong today. You can still find tons of active forums and websites dedicated to keeping the PSP alive and kicking. Outrow the PSP, gone but never forgotten. So there you have it, bros, 5 reasons why the PSP is still iconic. It was a console that was ahead of its time, delivering groundbreaking graphics, an extensive game library, and multimedia capabilities that were unheard of for a handheld device. What are your favorite PSP memories? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more epic retro gaming content. Peace out.